Alright, we're going to try to do something a little bit fancier with our bot now. We've already got it moving at tank tread, and we have it moving as a joystick. We're going to add a potentiometer in on our lifting arm. So we're already controlling with 5. We're now going to control it with 6, and sort of where this would just be, stupid up and down, which is an open loop system. We're going to put limits on it, which will make it a closed loop system, which will make it a lot smarter. To do that, I'm going to have to go and add a new function. Alright, I'm going to tile this lift 3. Alright, and what I'm just going to do is I'm going to open up my own lift file here. And this is the flow we have to go with. The top 3 here are telling it, hey, get these variables and check them. This is saying, hey, if these variables are in this location, do this. If these variables are in this location, do this. So what we need to do is, on the first page, we need to add the variables that we need. I'm going to have to look at a couple things. I'm going to have to get a variable to associate my potentiometer to. Where I get the unsigned integer from is if I go into the help file of EasyC. What will happen is I'm looking for a value between 200 and 800. So I'm going to see what sort of fits that. That doesn't fit, that doesn't fit. This one's probably the closest that'll fit, and that's the one I've used. These are going to be 1s and 0s because they're just digital inputs and outputs on the top right. So it's is button pressed, is button not pressed. And so I'm just going to use as small as possible right there. So those are those. Then what we have to do is we have to associate everything. So I'm going to bring in my potentiometer from over here. And I'm going to say, hey, it's on analog. Notice I already went into my configuration manager and brought that in right here. Right there. Alright, the next thing I have to do is I say, when you have that, set it to this value, which is potent. I could have written potentiometer, but potent works for me. The next thing, I have to tell it to actually check to see if the controller's buttons are being pressed. So, control 6 is on the right top. I've got a top and a bottom here. And we're getting the digital inputs. So, joystick 1, channel 6, button 2, and then it's going to retrieve and store it as that controller 6 button. Alright, which is just my variable that I wrote it in as. We'll do the exact same thing with the other one. So what we have is joystick 1, channel 6, same top right, looking for the bottom button, so down, and the controller is 6. So we'll just click OK, and we're good to go. So as far as the programming goes here, I'm going to use an if statement and an else if statement. And the if is a conditional thing where my statement is going to be is if potent, and I can get potent from right here, click on it and plug it in there, is greater than or equal to 800. I'm going to get my greater than or equal to right here. So less than or equal to, so if it's below 800, and, which is my double and, I can get from right here also, controller 6, the top button equals 0, so it's pressed. What's going to happen is we're going to turn this motor on. So if we're below 800 and this is pressed, we want the motor to turn it to go 125, which is 127 is up, and it's right there. Where I got that motor from is it's just output. Plug it in there. The second half here is my else if statement. And it's pretty much the same thing. It's saying if potent is greater than or equal to 200, so if it's above 200, and you push the bottom button, and it equals 0, then we're good to go and we can move on. And I'm just going to have my lift motor go down. So my lift motor and down. What we have now is we have a function we can plug in here. So I'm going to go back to main. I'm going to take my lift from down here in user functions and just plug it in there. I can make a comment, but I'm not going to in this situation. And what it does is it allows it to be a lot cleaner. It's also going to allow me to troubleshoot faster with my program. Because if there's something wrong, I can go into my lift program, or I can delete my lift program. It just allows it to work faster. That's all. Good luck. It's going to take you 3 or 4 times to actually troubleshoot and get it right. But there's an advantage to doing it, so I would try it out.